Greetings everybody, my name is Seneca John and I welcome you to this video. This video is going to I'm going to talk about what I've been going through for the past year and 2 months. So March of last year, I started feeling signs of feeling different. Walking was, iffy, losing my balance. So these are something that never really happened to me. I'm talking about anybody can lose balance, but I'm talking about losing balance really to the point where you had to hang on to the walls or else you might fall down. So that kind of losing balance. So I went to the ER and they gave me everything: blood test, CAT scan, EKG, X-ray. I had to stay overnight for the MRI. Now the other tests were okay, but the MRI told the real story. My spinal cord was so compressed. It was so compressed that the neurosurgeon was like, how are you still walking? Like, the way your spinal cord is compressed, it's crazy. So I got a second opinion from a different surgeon, and they said the same thing. Like, your spinal cord is compressed, so you have to get the surgery. So I ended up getting the posterior cervical decompression and fusion plus fusion. So it was a lot. This surgery was about 5.5 hours long, and I was real nervous. Like, when I found out that I gotta go into surgery, and this is a major surgery. I was working 2 jobs. I was working at doing corporate dining by World Trade Center. Miss you guys. And then I was doing the cab job, working for a company called Revel. So even before the day of surgery, I was still working, but taking it real easy. And the day of surgery came. I got the surgery done. My brother was with me, thank God. Everybody prayed for me, which got me through a lot. And so then the recovery process happened, and got transferred to there was a designated clinic within the hospital where they just dealt with patients that had surgery on their spinal cord and all that stuff. Even the first, I would say, 3 days I was fine. Then I ended up contracting COVID, had to be transferred to the regular side of the hospital until I completed protocol and came back to the room. It was a lot. Physical therapy, occupational therapy was the hardest thing. And then not only am I dealing with recovery from surgery, I end up getting the main complication of having this type of surgery, which is C5 palsy, and it's in my right arm. So my right arm, there was a time where I could barely move my right arm as far as lifting it up, trying to do like this, or things like that. See, I can't even do that. See, so it was worse than that. So now it's getting better. And one thing the surgeon says, that C5 palsy is something that it does take time for it to heal, but I'm getting there, and just a lot of physical therapy will clear that up. So heading home was the craziest thing, because my mental was just done, knowing that I'm stuck in a house, 4 walls, can't work, can't go out, can't hang out with my friends, can't do nothing. It's been the roughest time of my life, and what got me through it was I had to step outside and get some fresh air and take walks with my cane. Now I'm doing it without my cane. So I'm confident enough to try to walk from my house all the way to 25th and Lenox, and to walk back. No bus, no nothing. I'm not trying to cheat this. This is something that you can't cheat. You gotta go with the daily grind of recovering from this type of procedure. And trust me, I would rather walk like Fred Sanford than to be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. So yeah, you do take the good with the bad. The good is that you may be, waddling and walking funny, but give me that. I'll take that any day. But the one thing I'll say was that mentally, this is probably the hardest thing I've ever dealt with in my lifetime. And I've had surgeries before. I had gastric bypass. I had knee surgery because I tore a nerve in my knee playing football. It caused me to get drop foot. And I've had a tummy tuck done. So I'm not scared of surgery. That's one thing I'm not afraid of. But the thing is that when you're learning how to walk again, that's the tough part mentally. That you got to start off at square one. And that's what I did. They wanted me to get a walker. I said, nah, I don't want a walker. Just give me a cane. I'll take the cane. I don't want a walker. So, and maybe it's my pride talking, but I had to get a walker. I did not want a walker. Just give me the cane. So it was me and my third leg. So me and my cane, the cane was my third leg. So it's been like that for the last, 14 months. But now I'm starting to stray away from using the cane and just, walking, taking small steps, nothing big, no small steps, no nothing. So it was just one of those things where it's all mental. I'm not afraid to look stupid. If I fall down, let me fall down. Because trust me, I've fallen. Even walking, I've fallen, but I'll get myself right back up no matter how long it takes. I didn't want no help from nobody. Don't touch me. I fell down, I'm going to get up by myself. Something like this is just, listen, this recovery is not for the weak. It's not. You're going to have your days where you feel like nothing is working. You're popping pills. You're doing all this stuff. And you feel like nothing is working. But the one thing I'll tell people to do, read scriptures, motivational thoughts. Go on Google and just look at motivational thoughts for the situation that you're going through. And lean on your friends, number one. The thing is that, everybody deals with things different. And the one thing I tell people is that I had a great conversation with a great friend from high school, because there were times where I was in the hospital for 3 weeks and I didn't get a call. I'm talking about people that I was rocking with since day one. Like, some of them ain't called. And I got mad. Tight, like if that person was in my shoes, I would never do that to them. My friend told me that people deal with bad news different. It's not their fault. Don't feel like that they're not there, that they don't call you, because they're afraid. They're afraid that they don't know what to say to you that'll make you feel better because of the situation that you're going through. I had to learn that. That just struck me, and did I feel bad? Do I feel bad now for deleting some numbers? I do, because I'm thinking everybody's not me. Some people aren't gonna bend over backwards, as they say, just to even reach out to you. It happens. So one thing I'm gonna tell everybody is don't look at your friends any different, because be honest, some people, like I said, some people still haven't hit me up, and it's been 14 months, and they don't know what to say, because they know that people know me. I'm out and about, I work. People see me. I post videos on Facebook about me on Facebook about being in Planet Fitness and working out, and people are tired. They sick and tired. They stop sending videos. We get it. You go to Planet Fitness to work out, but that was my safe haven. That was my spiritual getaway. And then, I had to learn that, it's been a year. I haven't touched Planet Fitness. I haven't hit no gym. I've been, on my stationary bike. I got resistant bands in the house. So every day, 6 a.m., I'm up working out. walking up and down the stairs on my stationary bike, using my resistance bands, doing a lot of, you know, leg exercises with the chair. So the thing is, I'm motivated. Like I'm going to overcome this, and I want to tell people, do not, like, I've always lived by the saying, fuck failure, fuck excuses. And people that know me, I don't like to fail. I don't fail, I don't quit. And I don't use anything as an excuse. If there's a will, if I'm breathing, I'm going to get it done. So trust and believe, I will get this done. I will overcome this. Even if I'm not 100% of me, I'm going to be 110% of me. Okay? I want to let you guys know that I'm not going to give up. And those that, you know, want to use this video as a motivational guide for someone who's in my situation or in any situation that deals with, you know, depression and all this other stuff, tell them to watch this video and watch my channel, because I'm going to put a lot of stuff, my daily everything. This my channel is going to be dedicated to me overcoming this. And to keep you guys, I'm going to keep you guys updated. I got an EMG appointment in August. I got another appointment with my surgeon on 9/11. So the next time you'll probably see an update from me will be when I see the surgeon during 9/11. But, you know, I'll just keep popping in and talking about update on that. But I'll be popping in here and there, just trying to drop motivational stuff. So I want to take the time to say thank you to everybody that, for this 14 months that I've been going through this. Thank you. The DMs, the inboxes, the texts, the phone calls. It has brought my spirits up so high. And I'm not going to disappoint nobody. Those that hit me up, I'm not going to disappoint them. I can't. It's not in my blood. It's not in my blood. So once again, thank you so much. My name is Seneca John, and I wish everybody out there peace, love, and good cheer. And be good to yourself. Thank you.